Hey, it's Kelly here at Don't Run with Scissors, your favorite mom of twins, Jeep driving lawyer who has two crazy rescue dogs who likes to craft. That's me. And I hope I'm your favorite, although I think it's a very small niche that you would be able to check off all of those boxes. So I don't know that I have much competition in being your favorite, but that's okay. So welcome, have fun. Hopefully you will enjoy your stay with me here. If you would, click that little red subscribe button down there and the little thumb up that you like the video. That is, if you did. I don't expect you to lie. What it does is it sends me a little message and it tells me that you've done that, and it's like a little boost of self-esteem. And who couldn't use that? So, it is Monday. We are closing in on the end of July. So crazy. I feel like July has gone by super fast. There have been days that have dragged, but in general has flown by super fast. Um, so yeah. Oh, by the way, you're at my office. Here are my medals. I have a couple that need to go up there. Here's my ficus. If you've watched me from the start, you understand the ficus. That is said ficus. I have a ficus. So yeah. So I came in. I started my day off at the OBGYN. I know, excitement. Um, it's so funny. Then I came in here because my OBGYN is like 4 miles from my office. So I came in here and I've done some paperwork, but Lord, I got several things that I have to go in the next couple days. So I'm going to be a little busy. I'll probably come back on Wednesday. I'll work from home tomorrow because I have PT in the morning. Um, and then I had a couple client meetings this afternoon. One was an unexpected, but that's good. I mean, it worked out really well. Um, so yeah, it's my office. One day I'm going to repaint this red. It's like a burgundy. Um, Today is not that day. Not that day. Not this week. It may be months. It may be a year. I don't know. Um, so we are officially registered for classes. We start August 30th, but that's a Monday. I don't have class on Monday. I only have class on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the evening. So my friends and I were joking on Facebook, and we're like, okay, so, it's been eons since I've been in a college class. Um, so I don't know what supplies to buy. I mean, I certainly don't need a lab jacket like Bella does. So I was joking, I'm going to buy some like glittery pencils and shit and a lunchbox. And my friends are like, yeah, you definitely need a lunchbox. I'm like, or I could just drag the Instapot to class, plug it in, and everybody can eat chicken. I think it's a great way to make friends. I don't know. So we have um, sign language interpreting 1 and 2. Each are 6 weeks, so they butt up against each other. And that's a whole, don't get me started on that soapbox, because they could have just run it as sign language 1 the whole semester and run it even as a 4 credit class, but instead they broke it up into 2 6-week classes, and now you have to pay for 6 credits. That's how they screw you. Um, so we have that, and then we have Intro to Deaf Culture. So I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I have my notebook with the paper in it. I don't think I'm going to be able to stitch while in class. So I know I'm not going to be able to do that. So I think stitching time is going to be cut to some degree, but maybe I can get in some, I don't know. We are still slated for Bear Lake in September. I got to get my run back or my endurance on that one. And I told my coach and I had a talk today just with my back that was totally unexpected and has thrown off my training plan for things. And he was like, well, hopefully, and I go, look, you have 24 hours to run however far you're going to run. however many loops. You have 24 hours. I said, worst comes to worst, Emily and I will go out and we'll do one lap, which is a 5K, and we'll call it and we'll go have brunch. It's not a big deal. I like pancakes. And he laughed and he's like, I go, look, even if my back is like really hurting, I will be able to knock out one lap. And he's like, only you would be like that. Only you. I'm like, um, so yeah. So is anybody watching the Olympics? There's some shady stuff going on. First of all, what I think they were from Norway, the men's triathlon suit. Who made that? What the heck? They were white, and then when they got wet, they were see-through. And then it looks like they're all wearing blue or black undies, like high-cut stripper underwears. Why? Why would you do that? I'm at a total freaking loss about that. Like, I looked at that and I was like, who thought that was going to be a good look for anyone? Um, yeah. I just saw that I turned on the news a little bit earlier in between things just to have it in the background. And Philippines won their first gold medal ever. How exciting is that? It was won by a female weightlifter. I think that's freaking amazing. So amazing. Um, yeah, so cool. Um, and then, the Olympic Committee for here in the States, we've got a guy, and I forget what sport he's in. Um, he has been accused by many, many people, and I think he's actually been convicted of sexually harassing and touching females inappropriately. Trying not to like get the censors all out of whack. So what the U.S. Olympic Committee and the International Olympic Committee decided was appropriate was we're going to fly him in on his own jet so that he doesn't touch female athletes. They're going to cater his meals separately so he wasn't in, and they're going to put him up in a private house rather than in the Olympic Village. Somebody make that make sense. Yeah, yeah. And yet, my friend who qualified for the Paralympics, same committees essentially, um, can't have her personal care assistant that they've always given her. So she's had to drop out. Make it make sense. And how about our running, our black runner, who because she's tested positive for THC, can't be in the Olympics? Make that make sense. Yeah. We have so many issues in this country. I love that I'm an American. I love my country, but dang, we need to do better. So, on that note, I did do some two shoppings. Bobby did this. It's Bobby's fault from Pumpkin Creek Prims. She started it. And I know you guys, you don't know Emily, but Emily and I do a lot together. She's like one of my besties. And she's been kind of bummed out lately. She's dealing with some trauma healing and things and some other issues. And one of her favorite movies is The Labyrinth. So when I saw this from Bobby, I had to buy it because the babe, it is so cool. It's got the little worm, little The babe's not in there. And neither is David Bowie. Is that who it is? Plays the mean guy. But it's so cool. So I'm gonna make that for Emily in my spare time. In my spare time. And then Ymir. This one's on her. Ymir is, I'm sorry for the crinkling. Ymir is starting a stitch along on this pattern. It's called Inheritance by Summer House Stitch Works. See that? It's really pretty. And it has space for, I think, 7 sets of initials in the year. And it's just, you could do it monochromatic. It would be really pretty if you did it monochromatic as well. But it's charted for 2 different colors. I have not picked my colors yet. I was joking that I should do red because my grandmother is 100% Polish and their flag is red and white. And then I should do Kelly Green, which I believe is DMC 700. But then it would look like a Christmas thing, and I don't want it to look like a Christmas thing. So I haven't decided. So if you have colors, throw them at me. Throw them at me. You never know. I might pick them. And then when I ordered from them, and then they include this lovely pattern for free. It's really pretty. It says, "Virtue is bold and gold and goodness, never fearful." I like that. And then there was a cute little thank you note in there too. It was very sweet, very unexpected. I'm gonna say that Etsy has like kind of spoiled me, and I like if I can buy it on Etsy rather than Amazon, I do, because Etsy sellers send me little extras, and even if it's just a couple little stickers or a piece of candy, it's just, or a handmade note that says thank you for your order. It just helps me feel better. And I like that. And I don't know if anybody else is like that, but that's how I am. So, okay. So this last week's worth of stitching, I was sort of all over the map with what I was stitching. You will see that. But that's okay. So, I got a little bit more done on this motif. And then the top half, again, will be done. That is First I Drink Coffee by Heartstring Samplery. I love this. I can't wait till it's done. It's so good. So we'll set that. I do working copies. I still highlight. I can't get into the whole computer thing yet. I threw down a little bit more in I See Your True Colors by Stitch Life Magazine. Again, if you are not participating in Stitch Life Magazine, you totally need to do it. The only thing is my gray is a little dark, and True Colors you can hardly see. So I don't know if I should maybe outline it. I don't know. Or should I just leave it and say, okay. I don't know. These are the dilemmas that I face. But if that's the toughest decision I make today or this week, we're in good luck, good shape. Okay, so then I had a new start because I was feeding for a new start for some reason, and I actually want to start one of my big pieces, but I haven't, and I'm trying not to. But I did start, and I forgot that I have the working copy, which is just the graph. But if you go back a couple videos, or you come back next week, I'm working on Patio Krabby, and I got his little shamrock from his hat halfway done. Or maybe he's holding it. He's holding it. It's not in his, it's in his claw. But it's a crab with a shamrock and a St. Patrick's Day hat. And he's called Patty O'Krabby. And I don't remember who he's from. Oh, Barefoot Needle Designs. That's who he's from. Super cute. Okay, so then, I told you I was all over the place. I did fix my mermaid, my cry neck. Can't really see it. But I fixed it. So I got that done. I don't think I put any stitches in on my transtastical cell. I think you guys saw that at that level like last week. So much paper. My working copies. Okay. So then one that I haven't brought out in a long time is by Climbing Goat Designs. And they're doing a space cell. And it's so cool. The pictures are like the NASA level, like space pictures. They're not like cartoony. They're really good. And this is one that actually Bean is going to work on, but she wanted me to get it started. Here's the problem. I picked just plain gray Ada, not knowing. Well, here's Mars, part of Mars. It's very detailed, and I'm not sure I like it on the gray, and I'm debating whether I need to start it over. I'm kind of leaning towards the idea of getting some like darker maybe opalescent sort of fabric and starting it over. Vina and I had originally talked the gray Ada would be easier for her to see and stitch on. But I don't want to put all that, I don't want her or me to put all this work into these really detailed stitches on this blah Ada. So I don't know. So, okay, so this is, I think you guys had saw it before that I had started it, but I wasn't very far. And what I'm talking about is 99 from Ink Circles. My WIPCO goal on this is to finish just the first row, like the first shelf. However, my friend Jason is having a house built, and he's selling his whole house. And I was thinking as a gift, I would gift him this, which means that I have to have it ready by September or November, maybe November. They just broke ground. Ironically, they broke ground about the same time I put my first stitches in on this. So what we have is row 1. This is Blue Moon, and this is Heineken. And I think that's really cool. And you can actually kind of, like, they look like it. They look like it. How cool is that? So it tells you in here, in the 1,000,001 pages, she gives you a key to the beers. And apparently it's 2 pages, but I think I only have 1 page of the beers. No, I have all of them. So 1A is Blue Moon by Coors Brewing. 1B is Heineken. 1C will be Fat Tire. I actually like Fat Tire. So it's kind of cool, but some of these on here, like, I've never heard of. So that will be kind of cool. So I'd like to say that I would do like 1 bottle, maybe every 2 days. They don't take long, but there's a lot of colors in them. If I do that, and then I need to pick back up my animals, my funky menagerie, and I could add an animal a week. I don't know. We'll try. We'll give it a go. You all know me. I say I'm going to do X. I don't end up doing X because I'm me. So yeah. Um, excuse me, my one soda. Um, that's all my stitching. I haven't knitted. I need to sew. I still need to sew. Oh my God, I need to sew. Um, it's very frustrating. I don't know. My problem is, like, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed with projects. And especially because some projects I know should have been done had it not been for my back. Um, so that's kind of irritating. But yeah, no, life is good though. Overall, really and truly, life is good. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner. I need new recipes, especially new easy recipes, because my one class on Wednesday, I'll leave from here and I have to, it's quite a haul from my office. So I may just schedule Wednesdays of work at home days, because the class is from 5 to 6:30. Tuesday and Thursday, my class is 6 to 9:30, and not, it's probably about 10 miles from my house. It's only a couple miles down the road from where the boy child goes to school. So that's kind of cool, except for if I spend all day at my office, I don't want to eat fast food every day as I run over to campus to take this class. I, my gut will not have, it will revolt. It will not be happy. It's currently not so happy with me. Um, I need to go back to totally gluten-free, probably dairy-free for a while, and a few other things that we know bothers my system. Yay! Gluten-free bread is nasty. I have the one that you can toast and it's actually pretty good. Actually, there's two like that, and I have some gluten-free crackers that are really good. But in general, like a gluten-free bagel, I have not found one that I like, and that makes me sad. I've got a biscuit recipe. They look like biscuits, like the fluffy country biscuits, but they have blueberries in them, which to me seems like they'd be more like a scone. And I was gonna try making those with the 1-for-1 flour and see how they turn out. I miss real bread. And it's really hard when you're on the road. I mean, like, can't get a chicken sandwich because of breading and because of bun. Can't get a hamburger because beef upsets my stomach and the bun. And I don't want to just eat French fries. And hardly any places got salads right now because COVID. So we'll see. So again, I think I'll be like, I don't know, is there an adapter that you can put, like, plug your air fryer or your crock pot or your Instapot into your cigarette lighter? Because if not, they totally should do that. Why don't they do that? I've been working a little bit more on my, with my Cricut. I made the letters too big, so I might redo it so I can have Kelly. But I bought that font, so it's the finger spelling for ASL, which I think is kind of fun and cool. Yeah. On that happy note, though, I don't really have a whole lot. It's going to be kind of a short video. Um, again, life is good. There's 101 balls in the air, and it's crazy. I'm kind of craving spaghetti, which has been that for a while. So maybe I'll make spaghetti for meatless spaghetti because I have the gluten-free noodles. Maybe I'll do that tonight for dinner. Maybe. Oh, I finished a couple more books. We are now on book, I think, 43 done out of 100 for the year. So I'm still a little behind. Audiobooks are much easier for me to get through because, I can do other things. It's hard for me to find time to just sit and read. So when I'm in the traction and the eSTEM at the PT office, I can read on my phone and scroll through. So when I'm there or wherever, like when I can do that kind of stuff, I've been reading South to Freedom. which is a little bit of a difficult read. It's a lot of understanding why the laws, like the way the relationship between the U.S. and now Mexico were working back during slavery. It's kind of dry. Um, it is very, very interesting, though. I did not realize the Underground Railroad system between the U.S. and Mexico and how all of that worked and the laws back then and why why you would choose to go that way and stuff. So that's kind of it's a very interesting book, but it is it's not like a light read. Um, I finished book 4 from Harry Potter, and I finished, I think it's book 5 from Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Both of those were good. Um, thank goodness the library has it, because again, I'm not giving J.K. Rowling, she's a dumpster fire, and I'm not giving her any money, and that's just my personal opinion. Everybody gets to make their own choices. Um, I don't shop at Chick-fil-A, or I don't shop at Chick-fil-A either, or at Hobby Lobby, or several other places. So, you know, um, yeah, it's pretty low key. I honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do this week as far as plans, so I can't share that with you. If somebody else wants to figure it out, that would be great. I got some new planner inserts. That's the other thing. So hopefully I'll be able to find planner happiness in this next week. So with that said, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go home. Probably, I guess, make spaghetti with gluten-free noodles and no red meat, because, yeah. So, yeah. Have a great week. I will see you later. Oh, can't wait. Most of you, if you have FLosstube, I'm probably watching you. If I'm not watching you, let me know. Um, oh, I have to help the Stitching Penguin. We're working on our Monopoly alterations. So hopefully we can get that going. Hers is giving her some challenges, but I think we can make it work with what she wants to do. I'm excited to maybe be able to help her. I have the music thing kind of worked out in my head. I think maybe I'm better off, or what I maybe should do is um, write things down rather than just kind of going, oh yeah, blah blah blah. So we have to fill in um, the jail, the free parking, the railroads. There's 4 railroads that we need a category for, and then you've got the utilities, and then you've got each of the little um, yeah, those. The squares, each of the properties. So the properties I'm going to do as musical instruments. So like the blue, like I said before, where normally it's Park Place and Boardwalk, I'll do French hornet and mellophone, which is his 2 main instruments. And then like for like green, I may do, bass drum. And clearly I'm going to have to research some of this because I'm totally blanking, but I may pick like 3 drums, snare, bass, and one other one kind of thing. So for the railroads, again, my thought is what I made. Okay, so jail will be practice time. So the little policeman will turn into a conductor, like conductor, not choo-choo train conductor. Um, so the railroads is I'm thinking main like performance halls like Carnegie Hall, Sydney Opera House, the Met, and and maybe the Grand Ole Opry might be my 4 for the railroads. And then for utilities, I'm still kind of stumped. I could do the music stores. We have one that he frequents a lot. Um, And then there's a second music store in the area that he's been to several times. So maybe that's what I do for utilities. That actually would really make sense. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah. Somebody remind me that that's what when I get confused and forget, that that's what we're gonna do. That makes sense. Your utilities should be your music stores. What? Really, I'm not dumb. This is why I talk things out with you guys, because it helps. So now that we figured that out, I have to take and make myself a note because I will forget. I'm going to pack up my stuff and I'm going to head home so that I can make dinner. Um, and I'm really thinking it's going to be spaghetti. I want spaghetti. So have fun. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. And, go do something epic and fun. It's not shutting off. I don't know.